myself, having now known this team and having the power in the media, the small power that I have, I'll do one thing, and Bonnie will be receiving a lot of my calls.
Okay.
My target is not even the poor people, it's the middle class.
Okay.
These drugs are not sold by me, no. They're sold by people who have money, the middle class. Now what do? She's in the business. How can she partner with you? She can clean. After cleaning, when she has these classes, can the organization decide to give her something so that she can train even those people? I'm going to supply another lady I know. She's in yogurt. She's called Mama Milky. Can she come and partner with the organization? Sonari has spoke about women in addiction.
Yes.
She's so passionate about girl child. I'm going to introduce her to you, so that even through your community, you can decide. You can tell her this is what we can afford to give you on a monthly basis. As a CSR, if we are giving you 10 shillings, bring your 10 shillings in training. You get it? So when they are training, I'm there as a media to tell their story. You get it? From there's another photographer who will be like, can I come also take photos? So what are we doing?
Growing
Community. When the way she said about having an extravaganza, this is middle class. There's something I loved about Nelson Harvey's campaign. It's the one man I respect until the day I die. He told me, I'll not target the people in Kangemi. I'll target the middle class who think we do not have a problem. A child in Kangemi knows what bag is. A child in Parklands, they might have just the idea. But I saw Bangi when I was a small child.
The exposure.
So it's easy to influence this way, but it's hard to influence from Parklands too. These guys never come to Kangemi. But for me, I'll see, Bangi may owe you. I will not come. I will not take it. Alcohol, it was my father. I will not take it. But there is no day a rich kid will ever come to Kangemi. I'm also in the business of, and again, I'll call upon you guys in the corporate and reach out to more. We create a community. They have an initiative they are doing with girl child. Can we start nipping? I love what you say, prevention.
Yes.
Can we instill crazy, positive ideas to this?
At that early stage.
Yes, on 25th of this month, we are going to our school in Thika. Imagine the year our president came to our school, our president of this association. You're part of the donation team. What are you doing? We've not only changed those kids, but even those guys who are drinking from these people, they will feel, I know.
So for you, the call to action is
let us grow.
Let us grow
partnerships.
Okay.
Let us grow partnerships.
Let us strengthen this profession. Let us strengthen the community that is in prevention. Because everybody has a role to play.
Yes.
First off, I want to thank Mental Hub, because at some point I've actually forgotten we were discussing this and there were cameras rolling. I want to encourage this kind of talk and discussions across the country and people to reflect on these things. And so I'm very grateful for Mental Hub and this discussion and for you bringing this wonderful panel. So my call to action would be that this year, I really want to follow on Sonali's idea and see whether we can actually make it happen. We have to compete against the influencers that are taking our people down there. We really have to compete. And if we can have government and policy making decisions and the corporate leadership and the people who influence communities rethink and strategize and get informed about what the drivers of this are and how to compete, I think that is where I would want to be a part of those people who can influence and play a background role to support the artists and social workers like she called the younger generations to influence more positive. The problem will not be eradicated, but it can be contained.
True.
Yes. But if nothing is done, we are overwhelmed. The costs are so much more, the costs are massive. If we were to even calculate it, actually the cost of substance use to the economy of this country,
it is massive.
Yes, in terms of lives lost, the pressures, the man hours lost, the training of people who have been trained for such a long time, and then they die of addiction, the accidents we see on the roads, the costs are high. So the earlier we smartly start to compete against this problem that we have, and strategically and very well thought out, and the better for us.
The better for the society.
Just say one last thing as you wrap up. We are 5 here, right? And I have thrown a challenge to the 5 of us, but I would like to throw the challenge to you, to the viewers, to everybody who's going to watch this, that come and help us make this happen, right? We can't do everything by ourselves. There's something little you who's watching is able to help us do, right? Even if we're talking about the musical extravaganza, maybe there's an artist there who's watching this who feels, hey, I need to be part of this good thing. Please get in touch with us. Everybody coming together will bring success rather than just us 5, isn't it? So you who's watching, please get in touch with us. Come and help us make this the New Year resolution for 2023.
Right. So that we can influence a bigger society for the sake of our nation. And as the Mental Health Hub, it's our joy every time to be able to present solutions to the issues that concern the society. We have in mind the fact that substance use, mental health issues are actually lowering productivity. So then, every intervention, every information that gets out there is to be able to help us realize that we can prevent initiation of substance use. By so doing, we will be able to prevent development of substance use disorders. As we do this, we are able to realize that mental health conditions are many. The more aware the community is it presents a situation where we can be able to identify vulnerable population. We can be able to identify a child in the family who has a mental disorder, who is developing a mental disorder. And before the disorder moves from a mild to moderate and therefore severe and complicates management, if early diagnosis is done, then it will help this nation to move forward. We have professionals available, the psychologists, the counselors, the social workers, the media people, the rehab owners. Let it be, as the call has gone out, that every one of us plays a part. Let us have this bigger picture that this non-communicable disease can be controlled, it can be managed. To some great extent, it can be prevented. And more so at the family level. You have had the discussion today around family. Family plays a very important part. So as a parent listening, as a young person planning to have a family at some point, there is a class that people miss, a class that we have not emphasized, preparing for the marriage itself, because this is where children are raised. And if we prepare for the marriage than prepare for the wedding, then we'll be able to raise children in these marriages that are stable. We'll be able to be as partners in these marriages, partners that are not violating one another, to an extent that we are driving ourselves to substance use because we can't deal with the conflicts that arise by virtue of being in this relationship. So we can form better relationship when we are more aware of the risks that we put ourselves into by encouraging or allowing unnecessary conflicts that can be prevented. But how do we nip this? By creating more awareness, by being deliberate to make stable families. And at the Mental Health Hub, we will always be here to support, to pass the relevant information, to create this big community of people who are aware, so that then we can save our future. See you in the next episode. Thank you.